just as things were running down, really getting back to normal, there was this not so subtle ache after I had decided to take a trip. This trip consisted of traveling a little further than I usually do in my day-to-day outings. And in doing so, I have come to realize something. That there is this agonizing feeling that I cannot escape the calamity that has befallen my family and the individuals who got swept up in it. Like there was something very important that I was just not aware of. So I came to reconcile a few things. Because driving past large bodies of water, lakes, streams, I realized that even if I did find out what this curse is, if I did something about it, where would all the energy go? Because my entire life, the curse was much like these streams or these bodies of water that I was driving past and through, where it has always been there. And it's put a rut in my life that I don't really see myself getting out of. As for my rabbits, when I took this trip, I took a few of the rabbits with me on this trip to see that they got good homes. Because there was quite a few people that I ended up helping back in the day before I settled down. When I really started, I used to travel a lot until I found a consistent work where I live. I always wanted to work from home, do things my way. The curse always felt like a burden. It was like watching someone else live my life. Not to really be all dramatic, but what made my life what it was this current, and this current that had always been there. It's devastating to say. If I really look into the eye of this curse, see it for what it is, I don't know if I'll be better off or just crippled after dealing with it. This trip wasn't only to make sure the rabbits were safe and found good homes. This was also to meet with different family members, really get all the perspectives that I could. So I met with my grandma. Great grandma. She's up there in years, but after she reached a certain age, she just stopped aging. It's usually what we end up saying. Oldest living and surviving relative. She always, oh, come here, come talk to great mama. Just hearing her say those words really had me crying, bawling. Being a child again. Somehow always being around great mama was always such a great comfort. It definitely took the feeling of the curse of the burden off for a while when I could sit with somebody who's seen it, as far as I know, lived with it for a very long time, since she was born. She locked eyes with me. It was like a relief. It hit that spot in me where I didn't really want to cry or face the fact that I did want to cry, even though I didn't know what I was crying over. The way she talks, the way she coos, it's like a dove calling to its children. Nothing like it. She told me that it's not what the curse has done to us as a family. It's rather just a burden that you are able to give to your stronger hand. When you believe you don't have an upper hand in your life, or even on the curse, that being beaten down by it and pummeled till there's nothing won't change the nature of my life or anyone's life, even if they're not afflicted by a curse as we are. I wanted to object. I wanted so badly to just give in to the desire to be a brat, to be a child for a little while longer, to debate it, but the moment I went to, she just raised her hand, lowered her head, her eyes closed, and said, even now, you pulled at the thread that could destroy you, though also bringing back to life. I really didn't know what to make of that. I've been conflicted about it ever since. Whether or not want to pull that trigger or just learn how to live with a burden. I don't know. I really do feel like a child. Not in a good way. Not able to mature past this point. Not able to really grab the reins and hold on to this. Really grasp it. I want to lose. Because it seems like it's so much easier than pulling that trigger. Or having to live the rest of my life like this. I know I have to choose. I have to get up. Put on one shoe at a time. It's been so hard to see the angles of this, to really wrap my head around it. Whether or not this life is a curse in and of itself is just debated heavily in my thoughts. But I've been finding purple flowers. I'm not sure what kind of flowers that they are, or even where they come from, because green things grow around here, but nothing purple. They seem to take on the shape of my rabbits, oddly enough. They tend to just be gathered outside and back. Got this strong, definite feeling like there is something waiting for me out back. I wish I knew whether or not I was ready. Whether or not I could step out back, step amongst those flowers, finally get to the bottom of this. So close to giving up. So close. I want to. I want so badly. Just lay down in my bed and pretend that this is happening. gently just sleep it off. Wake up like it's a bad dream. It's not. This is my life. Never want something to end and begin so much in my life. The anticipation just feel it twisting out my guts on the inside. My back is just going to break into tiny pieces. Crushed dust at this point. What do I want? How would anybody want with this situation? Out of this situation? Getting a strong image of an entity. I don't know what it wants, or what it's doing here. But I choose peace more than anything. More than anything. That's what I want.